Hello everyone, welcome to Hanimations. I hope you are keeping well, keeping strong, spending some time with the Lord. Besides that, learning new things, growing, so that when the pandemic is over, you're a better human being. Say hoorah or hooray, whichever you want to say. Just say it. Say anything that goes with hooray or hoorah. All right, let's get into it. Today I'm here. I said my name right. My name is Hansel from Hanimations. I'm here just to continue with part 2 of the tutorial the animating procedure tutorial that we had started earlier in the month. Sorry, I've been very busy, so I couldn't. But if in case you missed the other tutorial, just check the link in the description, and you will be able to get connected to my YouTube account, and you'll be able to check out that tutorial. All right. So today we are doing we're preparing a character to import into After Effects, just as the title says. The reason why it is important to do so, allow me just to switch to show you the character we will be animating, we will be exporting or importing into After Effects. This is the character we created last time. You remember the name? The name was Mahari Jr. after one of my very close friends. I named the character Mahari Jr. So if you know Mahari Jr., tell him his bearded animated self is here. All right? So that is the character we'll be preparing. But for me to be able to show you why it is necessary to do what? To prepare your character before you export into After Effects, allow me to go to After Effects. All right? All right? Have you liked the page? Have you liked the page? Tell me. I'm giving you 5 seconds to like the page. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? I am giving you 5 seconds for you to do what? To subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are on Facebook and watching me live, please go start a watch party so that people can know what is going on here. All right? Otherwise, let's continue the tutorial. So when I come to After Effects, which we are in, and try to import the character that we have been working with, which is this. Even if I choose the right composition retain layer, import as, all right? Click that, it comes, all right? It will come, it can't refuse to come. But if I drag it and put it on the timeline and try to open it, you realize it comes as a single layer. As a single layer, there is nothing much I can do with it apart from moving it, rotating it. But you see, that is, in as much as that is animation, it does not give us so much to work with. All right? But don't be afraid, because I've got your back. Tell your neighbor, I got your back. Tell your neighbor, I got your back. So after we've deleted that, we move back to Illustrator so I can show you the magic. Tell your neighbor, show you the magic. Good. We are back to Illustrator. Aha. We are back to Illustrator. And so as we're back to Illustrator, as I open my Illustrator, there are 4 things. I say 4 things because these are the things I believe are very fundamental when it comes to preparing your character for export, or if you're in After Effects, for import. All right? First is groups. It is up to you to determine which parts of the character you want grouped together and which ones you want to stand alone. For example, in this, we can decide both parts of the cap or the hat, if you like, need to be grouped together, or both eyes need to be grouped together, or both ears need to be grouped together, or the head and the beard needs to be grouped together. You remember when we were creating them, they were separate. All right? All right? Is that good? That's good. So then the next thing is layers. Whatever you group together, whatever you make standalone, need to be in layers, not sub-layers. All right? Layers. You create new layer and then put them there. All right? So mostly all movable parts which you intend to animate need to be on separate layers. Is that cool? Cool, my man. I know you are following. I just know you are following. All right? So mostly I start with the head. So for the head, let's ungroup this first because I had grouped it. So most of them are in groups. For the head, for this, let's say, for example, I want the the head, the base of the head, the beard, and the 2 ears to be grouped together. So what do? This brings us to the next point, which is the keyboard shortcuts. So if I cut like normal, then I come here on the layers panel and create a new layer. If I paste like normal, Control V, you realize it pastes, but it does not paste where I want it to paste, because I want it to paste here, right here. All right? So what am I supposed to do? What I do is, instead of going Control V, I go Control F, and then it pastes in front, but in the very exact position. Of course, it has pasted in the new layer that we created, because the new layer is in front of the other one, but in the exact position that we want it to be in. All right? So even if you put this layer under, you see, we almost have a similar thing, but now we are in 2 different layers. So we need to do this with all the parts we intend to animate. So things like the eyes, for this illustration, we'll group them together so that we move faster. Otherwise, we can stay here forever. And I don't want you to stay here forever. All right? Do the same with the nose. In the future, you might want to animate the nose. You never know. You never know what a nosy character we may have in our hands. All right? We definitely want to animate the mouth. So we place the mouth there. The neck has to be animated. You cannot move without moving your neck. Are we understood, class? And then now when we come to the torso, you know the torso. The torso is the part of the body from the waist to the neck. All right? That part of the body is called the torso. So Control X for cut. Create a new layer. Control F to paste in front or in the same position as before. So for the limbs, by saying the limbs, I mean the hands and the legs and the arms. All right? Those are collectively, they are called limbs. So we create individual layers for these 3 major parts majorly, like the upper arm, what I call the lower arm, and the hand itself. So for example, this will go into its own layer. Same to this. All right? So when you are arranging these, you make sure that things that you want to go together are closely put together so that you do not miss anything. You don't start looking for things where you can't find them. All right? Being organized, in other words. I'm encouraging you to be organized. All right? So we continue with disseminating Junior's parts. Remember our character's name? was Junior. The hand. For cat, it is simple. Control X. Alright? So we move on to this part of the trouser. I don't know what you want to call it. I know you may have a nice Christian name for it. Yeah, you give it a name. That part, you know that part. All right, we move to the legs. So the other thing, when you click on a layer, you need to click on this target so that you highlight that layer. All right, that allows you to highlight. But even if I click this, you see how it is not highlighted, even if it looks like it's highlighted, but this one is highlighted. I have to click on this circle. All right, you got it, you are a smart student. Paste it there. Again, repeat the process. It can be boring sometimes, but as I usually say, if you find animation to be boring or time consuming, then you are not built for it. All right? You are not built for animation. Get a career elsewhere. But for those of us who want to be animators, you've got, my man, you've got to be patient. Yeah, you just got to be patient. So, this thing calls for a lot of patience.